actually giga late. Even to the countdown I started on my own. Modern Pioneer. Red Black Anti-Hogak. Cat Furnace Race Cat. Whatever the other card was. Cat Reserves. Cat Noxious Grasp. Eaten Alive. Why is it called Hogak? Hogak is Venerated Loxodon. This is anti-Hogak. Different thing. Why they call it oven when you off in cold food, off out hot, eat the food? Eh? What didn't you understand from that phrase? Yeah, that's a tougher question to answer compared to what did I understand, which is not much. Food made out of cats. I can't play this deck out of ethical and cat love reasons. Every day the cat returns to kill the same mouse, which sinks again into the cauldron's brew. So it is the same cat and you actually do kill it. I guess. Daily Dispute better than Vampire Rights? What's Vampire Rights? Yeah, it's better. Have I considered trying the new Obnixilus in this deck? Yes. You mean just Village Rights? Yes, Daily Dispute is better, making it rather sacrificing an artifact. Very good aspects. Have I considered trying all the Obnixilus in this deck? Yes. If I want a big monster in this deck, it's for soloing when my other cards are not put together or they're not particularly good to begin with. So I think I want Joldred to solo a person rather than soloing a person with Obnixilus. How good is Sag vs. Gruul Scales? Probably excellent. Village Rise is fine if you want a 5th sack effect, yeah. Wow, this Rise is great. Discard any number of cards from your hand. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3 for each card discarded this way. Mana Leak with Kicker. Your opponent needs to pay 3. Buka ready to be thrown into an oven. I have not considered the 6 mana Obnixilus creature from the core set in this deck, no. Is it legal? It probably is. Ob solos blue-white? I don't think it does. Well, it doesn't solo, you need the cats. So it's not soloing. And then has free toughness, which... You mean Ob the Plane? No, Ob the Planeswalker is fine. I have one in my cyber right now. That's true, that's true. But Ob Nixilis Kingpin doesn't solo blue-white. Like, it doesn't solo anybody, it needs support. Let's see. Spikefield Cave. Creativity. What a hand that is. Tail's End. Is that a Lotus Field deck? It's got Fable, right? We don't have anything. I mean, is that a keep? I mean, I guess if it's a keep, it's on the back of the Fable. They also play Windfall, so that means they play more than 4 big scores, 6 big scores at least. Presumably. Probably doesn't matter, we don't have many blue... I don't know, people play Mutavault. So Fading Hope, Tail's End. Tail's End doesn't really counter anything. Wait, Tail's End counters... Activate ability, trigger ability, or legendary spell, okay. Yeah, Fable's gone. Gonna play the Tyrant of Thunder on the next turn to pressure. Then Fable. If third land shows up. Ooh, I also wanted to cut a Blackleaf Cleaves for an extra Sulfur Falls. I forgot. What the fuck? And bro is gonna think I'm playing mid-range because I didn't even show Giganta. What happened to Phoenix? Yeah, it just dropped. Shouldered, Lotus Field re-emerging. Like the wide adoption of Shouldered is a really big problem for Phoenix because it's a annoyingly effective fate card against them. So this is a, let's say, Duress, Ob, Joldred, a Bangbasta matchup. And it's not a push matchup and not a claim the firstborn matchup. We could have some claims. Where Giganta? I don't have Giganta because I'm gonna board colored cards against everyone. So I just skipped it. It's close. Maybe should still play Giganta. And Karen unlucky witness a cat. Phoenix is still too strong when it is going to lose graveyards. Exactly. Stream a devil. Easy Giganta. Well, I need to cut a card and I wanted mostly all of my cards so far, so. When it's Giganta that's only played in 40% of my games, then assuming that I will board a double colored card against everyone. Which I think I will, because between Meathook Massacre and Shoulder is just kinda full coverage. All the matchups. Thinking of just a tiny bit of removal. Now we're just Rakdos midrange with extra steps? Yes, but I don't hate being Rakdos midrange against some decks. Well, yeah, it's 40% of the games and then times relevancy, which is very low. But it's close. I could play a main deck Giganta card to like feel better about myself. Main deck Giganta non-compatible card rather. Joldred goes away. Maybe Fable goes away. Joldred seems okay against... No, not land, not land. Joldred seemed really good against their deck if they play 6 big scores. I played a Spikefield Cave, so kinda scared to play Cauldron Familiar. Turn 3 is a Duress turn. Well, I'll have a treasure. It's kind of disastrous if they ping my cat. Let's make turn 1 the Duress turn. What the fuck is this hand? They wrong in their Osen turn T. What? They won their own turn? Well, they know what I put. If I play Cauldron Familiar, they know that I have this in my deck. Like, they're not stupid. Say the Spide? I don't know. I could take the bounce spell because of... This lets them fix their shitty hand. Like, maybe I'll get bounce spell and then counter it on my shoulder twice. They don't, since they think you're a Rakdos mid. Well, as soon as I play my cat, they will no longer think that though, right?
Player.
They'll figure out at that
I
point.
absolutely believe that @Canister_MTG is one of the most impactful and important people in Magic history, and that he cleared the path that saved Magic during the pandemic, and that a huge number of content folks would not be here without him. Piotr is the fucking king.
Oh, come on. See? Fuck. It's so bad now. I assume they're creativity into a Gearhulk, but... Well, maybe I was supposed to keep the cat at that point. Alright, saved. Kinda, so what does it feel like single-handedly saving Magic and Hasbro shooting COVID? It's cool. What does it mean to sure COVID? Nice, should have discarded 2 lands. Fable bug, discard lands, get lands. Ooh, they discarded 2 rewinds. Think I should block? Doesn't really seem like... Because I can get hit by this, but otherwise, like, I don't know what they do. With my children, they will go to 9 and 7. I can also attack with them. No, they're Fabua, okay. The thing is, I don't want to attack now either, because then they will get the opportunity to do the thing too. Kinda cringe how it played out. Could just sit there and they're gonna die in a few triggers. Could attack with Dan. Could draw 2. I don't know if drawing 2 is better than attacking. Just like I get rid of a Fable, that's pretty strong cards. Not in this very moment maybe, but... Don't really have removal for Fables in my deck. I think I'll activate Densky. Densky we could call Den of the Bugbear Dennis, because it's Dennis. And then like that could be a nickname like Shouldered Shelly. Does that work, the chat? How do you like that nickname? We attack with Dennis. Okay, Dennis created a goblin friend, okay. Then didn't shoot Dennis. Interesting. Dennis has 4 friends. What are they called exactly? Let's see if they even... Who's Dennis? Well, Dennis of the Bugbear. It's on the battlefield. Larry. Alright. Now, high, fall, and the white one we don't need to. Black Cliff. Yeah, Cliff is a name, that's true. They kept all cards from Fable. Might get pounded by creativity into 2 Gyro Halkos. Kill my Joldred. Worldspine Worm. Curious. Do you nickname all your cards? Now I do, yeah. Wait, so it's just the worm? They bought out Xenagos or what? Xenagos in hand. Eaten alive 1 time. I don't have it in my deck, so it's gonna be a tough one. Nice fast land, thanks. As I said, I wanted to cut one. Not this one though. Not this artwork, so we are safe. Where's your threaten spell? I don't have it in my deck. Maybe I should have. But if they have Xenagos, then I definitely shouldn't. Xenagos. Problem is that they will copy the worm and attack me for 30. Ay caramba, this game. Game was doomed when he couldn't block the 2-2 with Shelly. Might have been a little bitch move. I think my opponent showed it doesn't seem like they, well, they might be keeping the 3 damage spell in hand still, but it seems like they showed a lot of restraint. Probably should have Kolag on command against them. So PC dying or is Scani losing frames? I've never lost a frame this stream.
He's a
When I pinged my
phenomenal
cat though, it was
control
so
player.
sad. Stream seems choppy for me, bro. Wooden PC? Question mark. Which is the more super deck, Convoke or Sack? Convoke. Hear me out, Convoke Sack. Bro. Rule scales, yeah, I'm sure. Do you even play with your decks, Da Vinci, or do you just like advertise them? No dzięki Zarek. Kozaczek. Kurwa, no nie wiem. Will I draw a monster? Only start hard testing when list is fine. Wait, but how do you know it's fine? Probably need more than 2 spells. This looks better. Soft testing. Soft testing first, hard testing comes later. Fabua discarded. Maybe I should have claimed the first ones in my deck or something to answer that, like Fable a little bit, because it's a bit awkward if you don't discard Fable. Am I playing Leyline main deck? I don't.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Exclamation mark SR Barky Mouse March.
Will I play the Pioneer Qualifier jutro o 14? I will not. I will be instead streaming, commentating the Mana Trader series in Modern with Will Hall, which is gonna be happening, well, tomorrow. I think you fooled everyone, Mr. Chimba. Can you recommend Sagless for such a tournament? The one I'm playing. Play Fable? Fading Hope kinda broken. We have Goblin Shaman token in our hands. No more. It is updated, yeah. Imagine joining an English stream of a Polish guy and start asking things in Spanish and expecting an answer. Sí. Jugado Jameros, per favor. Jugadores de Grand Prix. Let's go creativity X to make Worms an Ega skill. Why not? Come on, no! Why do you always have this shit, bro? How can you be so lucky? Why do they have Rewind in their deck? Why do they play Tails End? What was happening in this match? How many big scores do they play? Żeby ci najebać, no co drążysz, no najebał mi, no. Doścignął mnie. Why don't you have a Rewind in your deck? Oh, 5 land. There's no Giganta. What happens if I keep? Let's see. Let's find out. Lost to anti-Hogak, yeah. Creativity is with this dagger. I mean, it's not like impossibly bad. Like I think my opponent's version with 6 big scores was harder than traditional worm version. Kurwa, stapuj się, no, jebany lądzie. Co jest? But can win a little bit sometimes. It's kind of hard to build your deck in a way to have like Fable answer and not to die to random Fable sometimes. Fool! Imagine if I pick Giganta now, that would be crazy. My deck is compatible with it, so What do you think of when people call Giganta Jaggy? Jaggy. Could call Blood Type Harvester Harvey. What about it? Thoughtseize doesn't do anything. Thinking Trespasser? Probably like the roughest, like they still get to do stuff. If I take push, they will never get to do 2 things on the next turn. Which is maybe the angle to go. We hit for 3 for 5. Go to 7. Then even if they draw and play Trespasser, yeah, I think I'll take push. That's like the only thing that does anything. Ooh, Jaggy, Jaggy, Jaggy. Ooh, Harvey, Harvey, Harvey. Surely we'll draw Fable. Yeah, that's why I played my land number 5. 4. Imagine getting Giganta here would be useful. Jaggy. Would be useful for sure. Wow. Why are you playing Jaggy? Because I play sideboard cards that are not Jaggy compatible. But I don't have any cards in my main deck, so the question of whether I should, you know, have it for game 1 is still relevant. I don't know what to do because I mean, I guess I'll take Trespasser. They might not throw a land. But if they do, then you know, The old Phoenix plan of revealed Jaggy post-board. No, pre-board. Post-board never. Do you think Will Smith would be upset that you're not getting Jaggy with it? I don't get the reference. I think it's shoulder because then drawing the land is pretty bad for our plan. Well, what if I take non-shoulder? Like, what if I don't? What if I take shoulder and they don't need to draw land? You know, on the flip side. That worked out. We have seized Shelly. And now they need to not die to my beatdowns. Why did the opponent not play Shoulder? They probably, I assume they drew the land with their blood token. But, I mean, maybe they just were like, no, I guess not playing it. So they activated the blood, I mean, I guess. Alright, 4 fuzzies in a row, great top decks. What a stupid game. Fuzzies bug, yeah. Twisted version of the Fuzzies bug. Out of the following 3, who is B? 1 Shelly, 2 Aleshi, 3 Atraxi. Damn, tough question. Atraxi. Alright. Bank booster, and Colagons command, and board out Fozzies, and bring in Dures. Is that what we do? No, I want to meet who massacres too. What my mouse? Either my mouse is fucked or Modo is fucked for the past few days. I think it's Modo because I don't think I struggle on anything else, but my I just doesn't select the cards properly. Home, we are finally landing, damn. You can't grab cards, they are too close to the border between main and side. Not even that, I just feels like sometimes Smoro doesn't acknowledge my clicks. Are we definite about Captive Kingpin not being good in the deck? It was not good for me. Maybe I was mistaken, but pull up the main deck. No, I have trouble in other situations too. But I appreciate your help. Kanye, would you be willing to chat about speedruns while this song plays? Well, I don't know little, but in 2020, user Canister played the Burn League to a 2-3 score that took him 45 minutes. Unfortunately, he was the only player competing in Burn League any percent. Well, you can probably any percent, and you can just concede 5 times. Have I seen thought of any new decent text for Hogak? Well, that depends what's old for you. What's old, what's new? They took an oven? In 2017, Canister played a daily with Ugin in his Amulet deck. What? Is this true? Guess it's 6 years ago. They took an oven? I have 2 ovens. Why do you take an oven? That's so crazy. How do you not take Daily Dispute here? The best card in the deck. Is the new ob not good enough for sack? I had bad experiences with it. A so-called Winmore. What Ogin was that? I assume Spirit Dragon. This arena speedruns crazy. Is it like the tutorial speedrun? Versus bots 026? Is there a use channel filter crackle with power strat? Brothers was pretty new. Channel. The snap capped? Well, you probably just restart until you get the hand. Right? Until you get the perfect hand. So you just have to snap keep every time, and then you restart if you don't get the nuts. I guess you keep this because it's just channel away, then top decks the channel. Let's watch another one. Sorry, opponent. So this is the world record. What about, let's say, the 29 seconds run? 28.88 with Belcher. Belcher? So much time wasted on loading. Oh. Rat colony. And the backup plan of the battalion. This is so funny. 28.88. Personal best. Awesome. Alright, let's play. Didn't know Butchers in Arena? Yeah, it's crazy cards. Not sure. Hoga question mark. Bros, can you read? You just skip the anti? How the fuck did you take my witch's oven from my hand? Bro, this was so silly. How was that the card you took? What the actual heck? And notice how their castle is tapped. I don't care. There's also a category to win versus bot by milling instead of damages. I see. Sounds sick. They activate Hive, we can push. I don't know what you can speedrun on Magic the Gathering. Like Young Dingo is streaming with the splits, speedrunning splits on, but I think that's for humorous purposes. I assumed so. I don't know how real that is. Kinda awkward. Do I even escape Croxa? I mean, they're at 8 life. Maybe I sack that treasure. No, probably escape Croxa is good. They need to spend mana on that deck, they can develop. Bro, I know this song too. What from? Extinction Even. Why do people have Extinction Even against me? But I assume they have like a second one to answer the Croxa. Duress? Pęka gumka to nie Duress? Recepturka 100 stówek. Free oven's gone. Red boar? Alright. Okay. Wow, we're drawing so many ovens. I mean, soon they will stop being able to use castle. Although it's pretty okay here. Not like it's gonna change the outcome, I don't think so, but... Obnixos the adversary, not looking so good here. Very silly game. Why no oven deployment? Because if my opponent Hive attacks Croxa, I will be sad. I mean, it probably doesn't matter really, but that was my thought. Can't win without that Croxa. Yeah, I know, you know I love Croxa, chat. I mean, I don't know if you actually do, but I do like Croxa. You didn't know? I do. Like, Croxa is a very Muldrifter. It's a very Muldrifter card for a Benslayer, which makes me like it. That's what I like about it. Why hasn't opponent conceded? Yeah. question. Liking Croxa was cool when Uro was legal. Now it's cringe. Interesting. You just played a swamp. As they say, get out of my swamp. Any thoughts on the fact more people are playing Hidetsugu Saga because Convoked and how it affects you as Sag? I have cards that cost more than 1 mana, so I don't care. Like I have the Bangbusters. I think that swings back. That's my thinking. Can you sign my Crocs and Kunoros? Yeah. Meathook also looked pretty good out of my deck versus Rakdos, I think. Maybe just batteries my mouse dying. That's why it's like I need to click twice often. Do I think this build is well equipped for Rato? No, I don't know. No Giganta question mark. I will not have Giganta in my post-board games, so it's pretty hard to decide if I want it for just the main deck ones. You have 4 push for Greasefang. It's pretty good. I don't know if I want to play the cards. Not really. I'm saving push for Mayhem Devil, who is in the details. The old speedrun tag used to be Hammer plus Resolute Strike. Crazy. Then Power Crap with Channel. It's a bit spooky. Claim. It does not trigger Revolt now. When they ping it, that's fine. So have a push and unknown. Random draw step. Okay, not too bad. Oh, imagine holding your mug without using the handle. Yeah. Imagine that. It's crazy, bro. I don't know what to discard. Maybe nothing. Kinda want to discard card. What do I want to draw? Owen. Then discarding card bad. Kinda. What do I want to play? Devil or Fable? Probably Devil. They would need to trigger Revolt. Probably keep the second saga though. Secure. I play the Devil now because they cannot. It's just better. And they cannot push it to like just continue attacking me, which would be bad. Kurwa no! Ja pierdolę! Mordo! Like technically not dead, I guess. They can sacrifice a thing, so will not be able to sacrifice anything. Nice saving push for Devil. Well, he top decked me twice, so I think it was actually nice. No kota nie zagrałem, żeby go zrzucić z Fable'a. Co zrobiłem? But I could use a cut now. I mean, they have nothing now. Could have killed you by sacrificing. Sacrificing what? How? I mean, just like sacrificing Harvester targeting itself. That's kinda true. Cool. It was a good play, yeah, because it's just killing. Well, I got kind of fucked. It felt pretty bad. TVH. Maybe I'll cut the Harvesters. Is there a big Pioneer tournament coming up? Sort of. Regional Championship, Athens. I think I'll cut one Thoughtseize. It's like one Croxar, one Thoughtseize. I don't mind Thoughtseize a bit. What do I cut instead? Claim? I want claim. Come back, claim. Jolred, no. Like Seize in the mirror, interesting. But Mayhem Devil needs answering, and Fable is also best discarded. This is also like a good card to discard. It's not too bad. But I cut one. Maybe it's like better on the draw or something. You look like Seto Kaiba. Eyes heart emoji. Thanks. You too. That wasn't a compliment. How? And then what was it? Unlucky witness. You think they block if I attack? They might, and then it's not worth it. Oops. Lamao, aha, it's the Yargle fail push, Yargle. Yeah. I think if you attack before land, they don't block. Possibly, yeah. But then they get to attack me, so we trade 1 damage, so I don't know. I think I'm stronger in the late game because of my exquisite skill, so it's good for me to prolong, so I don't want to trade damage. Now, is that actually true? Possibly not. That's fine. They tapped a mountain to play Thoughtseize? Crazy. They took my Thoughtseize with their Thoughtseize. Sure. Interesting. Probably discard Croxa for new cards. Might also discard Takenuma. Might discard a push, but awesome. Can guarantee Croxa this turn, and if you kept Takenuma? No. Also, it just doesn't seem necessary to rush. Well, I didn't have a treasure, I had a food token. I sacrificed the food token to daily dispute, and then now I have a treasure. Spend mana on this to get to my claim and sack. It doesn't seem too much. Like, I can do plenty of stuff, but I don't think I want to do much of it. Yeah, I'll be really bad into this early dispute. Flip the devil. What's my favorite breakfast food? Eggs. Scrambled or how you call it? Sunny side up. I don't know how you say that. Raw eggs with shells, yeah. Why not? Yeah, that's good. Jak moje strawberry. I like sauce with them. Snot sauce? What's that? Oh, your nose is running, says a snot sauce. No, I don't often add snot sauce or any sauce to my scrambled eggs. I add bacon often. Or ham, mostly bacon. Fox is kind of mid. I guess it's gonna be better on the draw. And like Harvester has few redeeming qualities in the matchup. A free Foxy seems good, like on the draw you can go pow. Interrupt them. Take a daily dispute before it happens. Jeszcze jedna. Wyszłam tu tylko po paczkę, zobaczyłam ziomków paczkę. Keep. Ginger. What's the fuck, monkeys? If I play the devil, I'll sacrifice my Owen. Devil. Who is in the details? Oh, those monkeys. Yeah, I see. I get it. I get it now. I get it now. Ukotoba. Ukutoba. Ginger orangutans. Annihilating Glare discarded and claim the firstborn discarded. Solid cards. Should I block with my Goblin Shaman? I think I should. The reason being, if they play devil, then me having creatures on the battlefield equals Bob. They took a pain. Why? Comes afterwards. RB Rebecca Black. I discard 2 Blood Cryptos. Polygon not too bad. Could be okay to find Meat Hook next turn. I think you're getting played out this game. No, I mean, nothing happened. I have 20 life. Well, that's 2 cards, like whatever. It's fine. Oh wow, that seems aggressive. Meat hook, meat hook. Meat hook, meat hook, meat hook. Twitter.com Lewunga status. Won the RCQ. So Giganta. Seems like. A Shoulder's Edict. To ask why he plays that. And he has a Bloody Betrayal in the sideboard, but the new one in the main deck? Why? Crazy. Far right Giganta, yeah. Found Meat Hook Massacre. So we do it yet? Or do I do it next turn? Well, that sweeps my second Fable too. Did not grab Giganta, so I delete Dispute in hand, but so what? You can claim Reflection, EOT copy, and send sack theirs. Sure, and they will not use their Witch's Oven because why would they? Right? One Priest Maniac is also cool. Priest is fine, yeah. Priest is good about mono green. You can collag on the Oven and Reflection the next turn. Daily Dispute. Why did you not sacrifice your creature? Bro, what the heck? We knew you have it. And they have Ramona Ruins Pathway. Okay, so useless from useless hits. I saw a funny text post. Do you want to see it too? Sure, send a link. I like funny. Funny is good. Alright, Devil is in the details as it tends to. So my reflection is gonna die. Can't do anything about that. If it's not funny though, I'll be disappointed. If the human in Ratatouille died, could Remy still puppet him physically? Not looking for it, he could do it morally. I already have strong opinions on that. I'm not looking to change. Actually haven't watched Ratatouille. So Remy was the rat piloting the mom. What they claim that? What the fuck are you doing, bro? Do we AppQDK command or jaw step? Well, I can just respond to the Fable trigger. It's basically mecha anime. True. Am I gonna die? Possible? Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć. Shit, I'm gonna be close to dying. It's not lava spike, it's actually giga spike. So did he, yeah, how did he send us, like how did he control him? He was under his hat and pulling the hair? That like let him, did he dispute? No! That's a robbery. Wait, well, that's fine. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć. And you gain one. Okay, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. 3 more, I count. Alright, it's fine. Alright, let's think. Oven into reflection. Take one, I gain one, so I stay at 8. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, I never watched Ratatouille. I only watched Everything Everywhere all at once, and there was a Ratatouille reference in that movie, but it was pretty. I failed to understand it because, well, as I said, I have not seen the original. Hot dog fingers. Hot dog fingers was just weird. Weird shit, bros. Yeah, I mean, I guess the reference was like simple enough that I understood there is a reference to that Rakakuni. You don't need to be greedy. I have like many cards, just need not to die. Ratatouille and Attack on Titan are both works in the mecha genre. Yeah. Alright, I think we win. Meat Hook, quite the card for sure. It's been pretty okay this game. I don't know how much life I've gained, but a few points. Nice. Crazy shit. Ratatouille and Attack on Titan. Is Neon Genesis Evangelion considered to be a mecha anime too? Probably is. Why wouldn't it, I guess? Nice hand. Well, it actually kind of sucks, but nice hand. It's not as nice as turn 1 Witness into turn 2 Daily Dispute, which is just Ancestral Recall and Rampant Growth. And you can't lose anymore. What does Hogak refer to in the title? It's Venerated Loxodon. There is a red-white aggro deck that convokes creatures out. Venerated Loxodon and Knight Errand of Eos. And given that Venerated Loxodon ends up being a 0 mana 9/9 creature, if you add up all the stats. Oh no! This Misery Shadow actually is excellent. Wow, what a fool. The fool. Yeah, we got bugged, but it was bad for me, so not nice. think they should just print Hogak into Modern. It actually was printed in Modern Horizons originally, but later removed from the format on the basis of being too strong. First time I've seen Shadow be a relevant piece of cardboard. You never played against Monogreen? Or with Monogreen, I guess. I guess if you never played Monogreen or Rakdos, then you would never experience Monogreen versus Rakdos. I think they should print Ragavan into Modern. It's actually already in Modern, so I don't know why are you saying that. Why not double block? I don't think it would be too good. Right, very fortunate of me to draw a land so I can play my Fabua. Weirdly enough, they took my Devil, but the Devil is in the details.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Bard Grab 4, thank you very much for the Saberoni. Feedback from Da Vinci, for Da Vinci. Gruul Scale, so fast, Bering 3 MS refits the deck perfect, enjoy. Great tweets, Da Vinci. Sold me on a deck. Wow. Fulek, czemu się tak wbijasz, co? Okay, so we discard Kuroxa for sure. Probably land. I'm gonna play under Fabua. Attack with Goblin Shaman and probably keep the land in hand. Wow, to Fulek. To Fulek, no, to jest taką bestią wbijającą się. Niesamowitą. That's not feedback. Alright, I can actually look at your list, I guess. Convince me. It looks kind of disjointed, like Burning Tree Emissary, Bushwalker, Gleeful Demolition with Patchwork Automaton. You barely triggered the Automaton. So I don't love that. It's a bit rough. I'm not sure if the BTs are actually like functional, if you want to keep the artifact themes in your deck. Or the scale theme in your deck. Because the scales also like don't do anything with those cards, so you have a lot of cards that don't actually work together. Which is not excellent, I think. You trigger twice mostly, which is enough, I think. What does it mean mostly? You often seem to say that things happen mostly, but I'm worried that they don't actually. When you like present decks with no synergies, then the synergy things will actually not happen. You know, the risk of disjointed draws or having plays be dictated by what you have in your hand to a manner that is beyond comfortable. It's not cool. Oh, the misery. Oh. thank you, TSP Jędrek, for the raid. It's a kill turn 4 deck, but if your draws comes together, what if it doesn't, right? Aren't you worried about the games where it doesn't actually all get together? I'll be worried about that. I am always worried about that. Like, you can't play high synergy decks and then just cut all synergy and say, yeah, I'm fast enough. So, like, I'll just trigger my synergy once. Well, you just won't because you will not draw your synergy. You'll just draw a hand of hardened scales, reckless bushwalker half the time. And you will wonder what are you doing with your life. I should have sacrificed the Unlucky Witness, and if I hit land, I can escape Crocs. Doesn't matter, probably. I don't think I can lose. Maybe if they have some weird sweeper main deck. Just give it a try, maybe it's good. Well, I was asked for feedback, so I'm providing my feedback. That is my feedback. Like, oftentimes in Magic, because part of your cards are lands, like a huge part of your cards are lands, huge portion of your cards are lands, then if you want to include a synergy in your deck, you're better off going really hard on your synergy and not doing it half-assed. Where's my Thoughtseize? Let's see here. I'm not sure about Obnixil's adversary. Let's try it. Big reveal of for Obnixil is the adversary. Some people tell me, I think Levunga especially was telling me that it's super great for the matchup. Dureth? Did you cut Giganta for a 15 sideboard cards? Yes. I was just tired of being bullied by Giganta. Of wasting time spending thought on whether I should play card X or not. I am just free now from those concerns. The synergy is to make turn 3 as powerful as possible, not to go very long. Well, but if you have hardened scales and BT, then your turn 3 is not powerful. If you want to make your early turns as strong as possible, then you should run as much synergy cards that work well together, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Because you will see a limited amount of cards by turn 3 and you want to assemble something that makes sense, right? Playing cards that like directly have zero effect when placed next to each other. Yeah, it just results on BT into Patchwork Automaton or Hardened Scales into whatnot. But most of the thing is low is that you just have cards in your deck that don't seem like it's very likely to produce disjointed draws that don't make sense, which is what I'm worried about. It's probably not too high, 19. BD in this size, okay though, that sounds pretty cool. I like that. has potential with scales. Bro, Bone Crusher Giant is it actually like a pioneer playable creature? I was wondering the other day when I was playing the standard PT, would Bone Crusher Giant be actually good in standard? In the standard red black deck? And the answer that I arrived at is yeah, probably. But it was not a resounding yeah, sure, it's like awesome. It's kind of a pathetic card sometimes. In Pioneer, it would be good in standard, but Cock Crash is always good. No, it's not always good. What do we do? Like even in this matchup where I have Harvester and we have Fable, it just kind of feels not so good. Or maybe it was good in this situation, but it just seemed uninspiring to me. How much do I like Wormlet? I don't have a strong opinion really. I'll play Mayhem Devil. I don't know. It's mana efficient, maybe a bit wasteful. Bone Crusher isn't great versus Sag. Good in the mirror. Yeah, better in the mirror for sure. Guess I just like have Quadrant Familiar to block it so the body is extremely ignorable. Chip, chip, chip. There was a risk of this trade happening, which is not super great, I guess. And I would appreciate Giganta now. Actually weak to Hidetsugu. Probably should have held the devil, yeah. All the oven seems more important to me than the devil. Unless if they hit that Tsugumi, they gonna consume all. Well, we'll see, maybe. Any consumers in the chat? Chippy, chippy, chippy. They're gonna harvest instead. Well, I'm fine with that. Oh yeah, Harvey. I liked holding the devil in that spot. Seemed like you were under too much pressure. Yeah, I probably should have held it. But against Fozzy is also like not great, and if I actually draw spells, it's better. I mean, I do have a way to spend my mana with the Monoland, so I don't actually mind. The Apocalypse. Okay, we are not pressuring anymore. Fozzy's kind of lame. What do I think of some hammerless playing Solitude's main side? For me, it doesn't fit the plan. Yeah, it seems pretty bad to me. I don't get it either. It's a bit weird. Could draw a Kroxa.
Fisting
Would be
is
nice.
$300.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Certainly been a happy one, and even happier now. This thing is 300 buccaronis. Could draw a Meathook Massacre. Kill both. Happy birthday, Canister, thanks. It was Monday, but still. Great draw. I'll save life and save everything, I don't know. Obnixus was Fozzy, so it's probably pretty good. Good enough for my point to worry about it. Kroxa good. They go to 6, then they go to 8. The cat drains them. I don't know if I should have sacrificed Kroxa, but like having two spare food tokens later seems good. So I cannot die to Sholdred as we are racing. They draw Haunted Ridge. I don't care. They could draw a card, gain 1. That's fine. They could also activate Hive, which they were not interested in reasonably. Trading Sholdred for Kroxa seems poor. Unlicensed Hairs. Well, a return, I guess. Not a huge deal. Well, a little bit of a deal. Not the biggest deal. Oh, 2 life. So if I activate Hive, Triumph of the Eye Tyrant. Any fans of Triumph of the Eye Tyrant in the chat? Chives. Is Chives a name? Is it like a name that you can name a person? Probably not. The Strathclyde Breton people of ancient Scotland were the first to use the name Chives. The Chives family lived in the old barony in the parish of Tarves, Aberdeenshire. Damn. Chives a plant. Yeah, I know that, but also thought it could be a name for a person, but then we could nickname Hive Chives humorously. That seems bad. Because you die. I return cut. Great block, bro. You really outdid yourself this time. Oh, but I have a license here to hate on the cat. Yes, you do. They were dead anyways, no? Well, what if Sholdred blocks Cruxa? Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, they were dead. Alright, that's for one. Yeah, they couldn't block the free, that's true. So they were just dead.
He's a phenomenal control
What's my
player.
favorite Takeshi's Castle challenge? I don't know what's that. They were more alive if they didn't play Hearse, haha. Like, you mean that Hearse for corpses? Raberdagzilla, thank you for Saberoni. What a weird Yorion. I don't know Takeshi's Castle, WTF. Right, I'll Google. Takeshi's Castle. Japoński teleturniej emitowany. I've probably seen clips from that. Does it like... I recognize something. But I couldn't tell you what's my favorite challenge. I call him Takeshi, you call him Mr. Castle, yeah. I have 4 cards in hand. Do I even dispute now? I don't. Poison mono green Jeskai. Yeah. Literally Hogak. Literally Buka. I mean, the trope of a funny Japanese game show is something that I am familiar with. Because it's sometimes posted on the internet. Karate Jeskai Ascendancy deck. I do remember it. It's been pretty cool. I'm not sure I ever used Takenuma in this deck. Sokenzan sometimes comes up, but Takenuma just never. Maybe for like Kroxa filling, graveyard filling purposes. I just don't remember that happening actually. Sure. Babua taken. Observe, Rootbound Crag, Leyline Binding combination. DK my Owen, okay. Get the card pressure them. Can hit many cards. Owen, not bad. Kroxa, so don't want to Kroxa now. Well, this might be a Takenuma game. Because they have that Clotties. We would like to Kroxa in one turn. Linkin Park Queen, such a numb time. How did Freddie Mercury die, bros? What happened to him? Ligma. Disrespectful. Is Meathook mostly for Hogak? I bought it in plenty matchups. But I guess so. Ides. Died of cringe. I don't think so. I don't know, bro. My opponent's deck. Please stop baking cut pies. No more ovens. Funny. Attack with Dennis and one takes lots of damages. Claiming Clotty seems good. Let me see. Gain control of target creature. Legendary enchantment. Does it? But yeah, Meathook Massacre, mostly for Hogak, but also just useful against even red-black midrange and any creature deck where a sweeper is okay. If it becomes a creature, then I'll
He's a
probably claim her,
phenomenal
yeah.
control player.
Sunpop, thank you for 13 months of Prime subscribing. It is very nice and enjoy your benefits. Nice song. I was asking because I thought Sackless were choosing Gigant over Meathook before, but makes sense. Yeah, certainly the existence of Boros was the impetus behind me making that change, but I also was tired of Giganta ruling me, forbidding me from playing cards I would actually want to put in my sideboard, and I just decided stop, no longer. I'll just play Joldred. Fuck the Elemental Elk. I don't want to let it bully me anymore. So it's slightly emotional, but also slightly based on wanting to build like a good deck. A co tam zagrasz? Jurena se podniesiesz? BTL? Right, BLT with 5 colors. Is Giganta Tyrannosaurus reign finally over? Hopefully. You have a Landeroni. I don't have a push, sadly. No land, okay. Omnath cannot be claimed because he's not the firstborn. Uro is. True. Alright, first time. Sack 4 treasures to Takenuma. To fool my opponent. Any consideration to Croxa 1 Takenuma with trigger the sack and escape it? That was probably better. I did not count my mana properly. Because now I don't actually have 6 mana to like break Croxa escape, but I guess I can escape the other one. So probably your line was better. Maybe not. I guess we have the Crocs and the Grave, so... No, they did get to discard the entire hand, yes. That was... Well, if we escape Croxa, they also discard 2 cards. Now we can go Croxa and claim it. It's crazy how like terrible the games that these inefficient Yorion decks play are. How like badly they look. Crazy shit. Claim out. Durez in, I guess. Good Omnath. I don't know if they shoulder that matchup. They have Omnath, they have Niv Mizzet too. Let's have Eaten alive. Do I own a Yorion? I have 2 or 3. 2 Devils out, 2 Pushes out. Choldred in. Karikat maybe. I have Eaten alive, so let's keep the Witnesses. Keep Croxas. Yeah, I think I rebought it for some reason, but off stream. I was too ashamed to do it on stream. Let's have 1 push. I don't know. Well, better to have Ray of Enfeeblement than push, I guess. Maybe go blank, but it seems medium. Maybe I want Karizev's expertise and not push. It's good for the dragon 6 damage. Budget recommendations for Fable. I don't really have any. I'm not sure this is a 6 Duress matchup because they do have some creature cards and I want to have some answers. Let's have 1 Duress. Ray kills Omnath, which is good. Sure. Yeah, that was my thinking too. Why cut Devils? I never cut them and I want to get why you do it. Well, if my opponent doesn't have creatures that are pingable, all their creatures are high toughness or there's few of them to begin with, then Devil is just damage to face, which I think Shoulder is gonna work as better damage to face card. Is my thinking. Let's Thoughtseize them. Maybe you can take Karya to destroy their mana. Wow. Elesh Norn. The Yorion seems to be from something Double Masters. I don't know. It's MUL, so Multiverse Legends. So somehow it's from the Elastic Elesh Norn. Okay, they have no spells. Every legend has a showcase version and an etched version with OG art. Okay. But it would appear that those only come in collector boosters, as I have not seen them drafting. Yes, whatever. Set boosters are basically collector boosters for me. Also, under the impression you hadn't drafted the set very much. Why was that? I drafted plenty on stream even, so What you are saying hurts me a lot now, said Nutritious. Your PT record? Well, I assume that was what caused your comment, but I actually did draft a lot. Good amount. So yeah, here Devil would like not really pressure my opponent all that effectively, and Joldred will. So Joldred is something that I have to deal with, and it's gonna be Joldred and Obnixilis next turn, I guess. Play the Bankbuster. Yeah, March of Machine is pretty fun to draft. But you know, it's also not really a given that I would put Sabrap DK in hand, that's it. Nice Sabrap DK, gonna DK Donkey Kong, leader of the gang. You know him well. If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt. I mean, straight for the dragon. They want to, then you can go Croxa Croxa. Take their DK and take the random last card. Selfless Glyph Weaver, yeah, All-Star. Bros, I like escaping Croxa so much, it's so cool. Does the DK rap need to point out that getting shot hurts? That's not really a thing unique to Donkey Kong Coconut Gun. Well, he doesn't need to point that out, but like you could argue that he doesn't need to sing the song at all. Could just roll up and die, right? Clotis, bros. Clotis is so bad. Such a like copium card. It's insane. People just like show up and they play Clotis. For a moment she was unkillable in Modern, so that made her a bit better, but I think the two bank buses they like really work quite well in this deck. Kinda nice to learn that they just function. Alright, 1-4-1, we lost to creativity. Worm Xenagos creativity. Slightly worrisome. It's not like we like can do much stuff that's very reasonable against them. Besides just the discard spells and hope to discard them, and I failed in one game. Have you performed game actions with creativity recently? I will assuredly not play creativity, and I will not play blue-white at DRC, so I'm not really testing those decks. Gachi form is fine, but the deck sucked for me every time I tried it actually. My favorite DK gun is the coconut gun, obviously. Yeah, not many Hogak decks against us. The shoulders were fine, Meat Hook Massacres were fine. Giganta was slightly missed in like game 1. A card I could cut for Giganta would be Ray, Goblank, Eaten Alive, and Expertise. I don't know. What's on DD's Peanut Gun? A Goblank is... It's kind of bad, like... Don't really care for it. Kind of want to have a graveyard hate card because of Greasefang, but it's just... You don't really need to. You could just use removal versus Greasefang. I think Goblank is just kind of drastically inefficient, and also Phoenix doesn't exist. Czemu nie działa? Like Ray over Rending Volley. I don't have a strong opinion. Shouldred, question mark. Shouldred works well out of the sideboard, I think. Goblank also helps against Neoform / Atraxa piles, kinda, but just not really. It's just still free mana. Like, I've been loving having 2 Goblanks to complement my Thoughtseize, to have a lot of discard. But it actually kinda sucked all the time. Playing this deck, I just feel I never win against a Resolve Atraxa. I mean, just board a threaten effect and steal it. Or just cause a duress on Neoform, right? But I haven't played that matchup much. Is there a black scavenging ooze? Well, trespasser or like stuff like that. I mean, Expertise looks pretty okay against that deck. You can steal the 6-drops too. Attack with them. Now that I have Giganta back, then like it's possible I would want Expertise to be the Furnace Rains if I ever don't board those two, but this. Like versus Atraxa. But also Expertise is slightly better. I don't know. Fucking Giganta bros. Have you seen how big Giganta is? Small, tiny, little bitch elks. It's really big. The problem with Goblank, maybe it's the spot in the card. Prefer play Mayhem or Fable. Yeah. You often prefer to play like a more proactive card, so it's kind of just always better to have more duresses. Possibly you don't have Giganta versus anyone, yeah. What about the new Christmas Giganta? Well, it's probably similarly big, but maybe there is no way to compare. The Christmas Giganta. There's some Phyrexian horror. Tentacles. Tentacles, bros. Do you know where it's going with those tentacles? I don't know, personally. Alright. This was a short stream day. Wait, this Giganta is actually puffing a fat cloud. Is that what people say? Kind of like 420. You don't see the hoofs, so you don't know what Giganta is smoking. Well, we see the hoofs here, and we see that's nothing, but... Full art has less art, yeah. This is some kind of a mod of full art. That is true, the full art has less art. Well, we don't see the hooves. I guess they're hidden in the grass, so maybe there is, you know, a funny cigarette in the grass. Giganta the Wellspring. Colors all 5, of course. Mana value 4 or 5. One of the 5 colors. I guess it doesn't really help. Alright, 4 or 5 man 3 or 4 mana rare. That's not legendary. Goblin Rebel Master. Let's go. It's 4 mana. Older than 2014. So it's from an ancient set. 4 mana, non-red rare. 1 color rare. Four mana. On Arena you see more of the battle arts than on paper. Do you? On Arena battles are just non-sideways, factor fiction. I don't think that's a rare though. Or was the first printing a rare? Doesn't exist. Damnation is a good one. Because we know it's not a creature either. No subtype. Not black. Alright. Gifts ungiven. It is a 4 mana blue rare instant with no subtype that is older than Champions of Kamigawa. Cryptic Command is newer, it's from 2007, Lorwyn. So it cannot be that. Rewind, I don't think Rewind was a rare. Or at least I'd be surprised. Common. Plagiarize. That works. Until end of turn, target player would draw a card. Instead, that player skips that draw and you draw a card. What if you both cast Plagiarize? Game just breaks. It's older than 02, okay. So really old 4 mana rare instant. From before 2000, most likely. I don't know cards from before 2000. Reigns of power. Damn. You and target opponent each untap and gain control of all creatures the other controls until end of turn. Those creatures are unaffected by summoning sickness this turn. This card is kinda insane for 4 mana. Instant. Just like control all creatures they have. Very high ceiling. It would be insane in a red black sack. Well, but what if your opponent takes a devil? Then it's kinda awkward. And you don't want that. Crazy stuff. That said, thank you very much for watching the stream today. That is unfortunately all for today, but tomorrow at 4 p.m. European time, I will be commentating over the Mana Traders series tournament, which happens in the format of Modern, and I'll be on there on the official Mana Traders stream with Will. All we're gonna be commentating. I will for sure send the link in the Discord and on Twitter before we go live. Hopefully that's gonna be fun. So there's gonna be the Swiss rounds tomorrow, and afterwards there is the top 8 on Sunday. So we'll see what are gonna maybe. I'm not sure when the top 8 is gonna be finishing. How long does it go? On Sunday, maybe there's gonna be an extra stream afterwards, maybe not. So I'll see you tomorrow, and let's find a victim to raid. Will I stream some before coverage? No, I will not. Buenos dias, elementales pioneer. Well put. Let's raid Jarvis. See you tomorrow.